They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Stop them again on 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead, put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Back to pass on 2nd down. A strike downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving them up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Ivy. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are
down. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. When you hit this point in the season, Week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's Week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to Week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have...
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Get back to the line of scrimmage. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down.
9. Here comes the option. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Arkansas. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business as an offense.
Down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
They get the score and a free trip to the ice bath after the game.
No doubt. Heck of a pass, though. To stand in there, know you're getting...
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Alabama! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
First and goal from the 7. Got it behind the line. It's Horton. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown time. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
With a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Running to Green. Touchdown, Bama! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He's looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. He's in there for the 2-point conversion after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab at the 30. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Sends it back in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The defense putting points on the board. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play. That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like, this was not competitive. This was a bad performance, and the committee watches every single week. And being the #1 team in the country, obviously you got some pressure on you, but this squad's got to perform better. They got to show up, man. This was an embarrassing loss, and Jesse, they're going to have to get some things fixed if they want to go try to compete for the ultimate prize.
I think the problem, if you're the head coach of this former #1 team, is that you've got a lot of problems to solve. What went wrong? Because
what a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we see the #7 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. Ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Trying to barrel in, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down.
Hurry up. From the red zone, it's Lyle. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That would...
Now the play fake. Back's got it. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the beatdown has ensued. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this...
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten. Scrimmage. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, Wildcats! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown! Michigan.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the...
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juice.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Touchdown, Northwestern! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page with that touchdown catch.
As soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Game out, they have to convert on 4th down here late in the 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They move on top here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Trying to punch it in. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really good job by him. It's come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. But they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Into the field. See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this offensive coordinator told us, man, this guy has so much speed. We are going to feature him. We got to get him the football as many ways as possible. And they do it on the jet, and you can see the
2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Sparty! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know we're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
To 107 yards on the ground, and he has his eye. Touchdown, Spartans! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator.
With a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We'll try to save them. Took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And they go back on top.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease. It's Peoples. Oh, what a caught! Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only 2nd they can to try to rally here late. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Finds his tight end. Really nice job momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Quick step and go. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the 1st down. Now in plus territories come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Michigan State! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback?
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it down the left. Finds some room. Touchdown, Ohio State. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Defense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Lost to fire on second down. Caught close to the marker. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And it's incomplete on third down. They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on fourth down. He's taking the deep shot. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaches.
Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth. Offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Blue Devils! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's a running. Touchdown, Duke. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm a receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make play.
Quarterback takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the Army Black Knights taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Oregon! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to...
Out of the gun, the running back has it. On the move at the 30. All out of space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Live chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is...
Oh, he's got some space. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potentially.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just...
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The one. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan.
Play call, and everyone on the same page here. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can
deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sweet cut there. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
They will certainly need one here. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Quickly complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Now they'll try to get the two and make it a three-point game late. Back to pass, it's Flores. Oh, they're after him. He gets it in for the two, and now a field goal will tie it. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Time off that clock, now under a minute to go. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally.
The Lone Star Showdown. Rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense takes matters into its own hands. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. It's complete. Touchdown, Aggies. They move on top here in the 4th.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Scoring opportunity. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. A cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
He can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man to the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body.
They can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking...
Welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. 2 stars colliding here. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, LSU Tigers, taking on the 22nd ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. You want to avoid a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Makes the catch, can he get in? And he's in! Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
A bit. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he's got it! Touchdown, LSU!
Well, that's how you close a half up. But what a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
Upcoming. QB decides to keep it here. Touchdown, Tigers. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, LSU. A huge defensive score. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of